Buska,
Do you hear that?
what was that?
I think it's time for our overtime question where you get to speak your mind. So today we have a question for Miss Cassandra. And why don't you take it away?
So, Cassandra, the question for our overtime period today, it's gonna be centered around the theme of our episode today, and I hope you're ready.
Okay.
So what I want to hit you with today is the question about what is the hardest thing in a relationship that you've had to experience, and how did you overcome it, and what can be learned from it?
I think, like you said, like the distance in a relationship can be very hard. My love language is for sure a touch and like signs of affection that way. So it was definitely a challenge for 5 years, constantly having Jord have to leave to go for his co-ops and for these wonderful job opportunities. And then me feeling as if I was all alone back home. So it was very difficult 5 years, but we have 200% overcome that. It took a lot of communicating and figuring out what worked for us and how to make the other person comfortable and happy and feel good in the relationship, especially during the time apart. So yeah, that would be the hardest thing.
And I think, like, I guess one of the best strategies on overcoming that type of struggle is communication, right? And
communication, trust, finding things to do with each other, even though you're long distance, all those things.
for sure, communication. Let's talk about that. Give me ideas of some interesting communication techniques that you were able to do to bridge that gap.
I think we tend to not really say how we're feeling and either be passive aggressive about it or just ignore the elephant in the room. So definitely being direct, but in a way that's compassionate and caring and understanding towards the other person you're talking to helps a lot. Because if you're not direct, then they're just going to assume things, and you're going to end up in a big loop of confusion and anger and frustration. So being direct is important. Showing humor when it's appropriate helps a lot. So trying to see something funny or like a bright side out of some things is definitely key to kind of getting through stuff like that.
For sure. Yeah, if you're not ready to cook in the kitchen, you're not really helping. You got to be cooked out, right? But from the both of us, yeah, we really appreciate you coming on. We also appreciate everyone that listens to us and follows us, and
thank you for dealing with our with everything that comes along with recording.
Oh yeah, don't worry.
I thought you were going to talk about me, and I'm like, Buska, excuse me.
This has been super fun, and I've really enjoyed talking to you guys this evening. Gives me something to do.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have like any parting thoughts about what we've talked about, but I'm definitely looking forward to coming home and hopefully getting to see you guys for a socially distanced visit.
For sure, and it's going to be a great time. And from my half and on Buska's side, this bump signing off.